We are 1 month away from the January transfer window, a window where we would like to spend some money because our form has been wavering of late. We are wanting to put up a promotion challenge this season, but have seen ourselves drop from the playoffs down to 12th. The gap is only 6 points, so of course it's absolutely overcomable at the moment, and in fact 6 points up to 5th, but then there's a big jump to 4th and above. We face two of those top four today as well. Sheffield United and West Bromwich Albion are two of our 5 opponents today. We start with Ipswich at home, a game that we very much anticipate winning. Morale is unhappy at the minute, mainly because the team are in some dodgy form. The only way to fix that is to be in better form, so I'm going to try my absolute best to do that today. We also have a game against Sheffield Wednesday away from home that we'll be simulating today, but we'll be playing Blackburn, Sheffield United and West Brom over the Christmas period as we head into January, where we've got another one of the top 4 there in Bristol City as well, and Hull are above us too. Some big games on the horizon. We need to take as many points as we possibly can from the next few. Ipswich have lost 3 in a row. They've got a good team though, so it's not going to be a straightforward one. I actually kind of think we might lose this, if I'm completely honest, but fingers crossed I'm wrong. I'm not. That's quite the defeat as well. Very even game, possession split, chances split, goals very much not. Oh dear. That's not the way I wanted to start today. I will be completely honest. What we did in between the last episode and this is made Corbani's transfer permanent. We have paid the £4.35 million that was due, and Corbani is now a permanent Cambridge United player, meaning as we approach January, we have at our disposal £11.7 million and 7,000 in the wage budget. Obviously, we can reallocate some of that. We will look to do that, and then we'll have a bit more in the wage and slightly less in the transfer. But right. Now is the time to start putting performances on the board and, most importantly, points too. Thank you to Jack, to Charles, and to Infinite Mania for your support in the comment section. Those on the board behind me. We'll have press conference questions to come, but right now I just want to start getting points on the board. So let's go and play and hopefully beat Blackburn. Blackburn then. Leonard and Balde up top. They were in good form. They've lost their last one. They're missing Foandoa through injury, but that shouldn't be too much of a miss for them. The back line looks strong. Of course, the man that we sold to them, Jensen Weir, is in the midfield for them. Potter at cam, another youth prospect to go with Mendy in their defence, neither of which are our Patreon players. Joe Rankin Costello at right back. Of course, we used Jensen Weir as part of the deal to bring Sigurdsson to the club. The minute, it's not gone well for us in that regard, but fingers crossed we can turn things around now. The only way to turn morale is to start winning games, and the only way to start winning games is by putting the ball in the bloody net. We really desperately need points, and quickly here. Lobato looking to bend it in the corner. It's a very positive start, but Pears makes the save. It's snowy conditions here at the Abbey Stadium. Hopefully we can add a bit of chill to the air for Blackburn fans on their long journey home as well by getting a good result against them. We've started off very positively indeed. We need to keep that going as the theme for the whole game. Though Sigurdsson has then lost that there against his former teammates. Obviously, last time we had a player that was playing for us play against their former team, it was the goalkeeper who conceded 3 in a big defeat for us, which did not go according to plan. Emmanuel Dennis can't keep hold of the ball there either. We're starting as the most forward-thinking, but as of yet, no goals. Sigurdsson driven to Fofana. It's a bit slow in the turn, Fofana. The main issue with him at the moment is that lack of agility. We're trying to train it. It's just taking ages to actually train, unfortunately. It wouldn't let me change to Firpo there. It would have been right underneath a bloody ball. Here's Buckley now breaking into the middle. And Weir picks out Leonard. Leonard finds Balde. Balde round the corner, and Max O'Leary makes a very important save. Cut our defence apart there, Blackburn, for the very first time. Here's Potter with the delivery from the set piece that hopefully we'll win the header with. And we have done exactly that. Lobato's first touch is diabolical, and O'Riordan will try and cause danger once more. Potter forced out wide here. And the ball back to Jensen Weir, and Balde again. O'Leary onto the post. That's the closest either side have come so far to a goal. Deary me, that was very close. Top stop again by the number 1. Corbani. Lovely little turn. There's space here for Sigurdsson. Got Fofana to aim for. It's going to be Lobato that's underneath it, and it's a great save by Pears. Very, very good delivery. An excellent header from the smaller man. Off the bar and in. Junior Firpo doesn't score many. Right place, right time. We got 0 luck in the last episode with rebounds going here, there and everywhere straight to opposition players. It cost us about 4 points probably over the course of the episode. Brilliant header by Sigurdsson off the bar, and then Firpo quite comfortably just turns home. Actually on his weaker side, he's done well to control that, especially with 2 defenders right in front of him. You might have just noticed what I just saw there. Not sure about this. Junior Firpo's had the shot, and you could probably already guess what's going to happen here if you hadn't seen it first time. It's gone through the defender. I feel a bit bad. But not so bad that I'll give them a goal back. 1-0 Cambridge. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Leonard. Here's Balde. O'Leary at full stretch. It's Junior Firpo's first goal of the season to give us the lead here at home. Balde will take the corner himself, and Corbani's underneath it. Oh, can we get to that with Fofana? Yes. And Sigurdsson on the break. Not much in terms of areas to run into. The only option I had really was to run it wide like this, waiting for support now. It will come. Here's Makengo quickly looking for Fofana, who has turned very well. And Fofana. Oh, Fede Fofana! Not much room to swing a leg at it. Leaning over it, just kind of shuffled it with the outside of his boot, I think. An awkward finish, but a very accurate one. We lead by 2-0 here against Blackburn Rovers. It's not a sharp turn, but it's a good enough turn. And yeah, he's almost tripping over it as he strikes it. Kicks the floor. But it's in. Cambridge 2, Blackburn 0. This is exactly what we needed, provided we don't throw it away. 2 goals in 7 minutes. That one entirely legitimate this time. Well in, Lobato and Linetti. Looking for the run of Emmanuel Dennis. And Fofana's going to go around the corner. We could be in for a third here. We are. But Fofana's missed it. Trying to slot it in that far corner was the right thing to do in that situation, but he didn't quite have the curve on the finish he needed. Oh, it's really, really poor from Blackburn. Fofana. Again, it's a heavy touch and not very agile in there. Really could do with better close control from Fofana. His ball control's good. He's just not very agile to move it quickly enough once he's actually got it under control. That's nasty. There'll be a free kick. Shouldn't be a red. Should just be a yellow. I think it's going to be a red. It is indeed. Harry Pickering. Sent for Blackburn Rovers. It was a bit of a nasty challenge, but I don't know whether a red is the right call there. We'll take it though. Lobato will deliver the free kick. Not going to go for goal. Just try and stand it up. Surely with a 2-0 lead and now a man advantage, we win this now. Surely we win this now. Really sharp turn. And Leonard. And out to Rankin Costello. It's whipped well. Could have gone anywhere there. Buckley. They've pulled one back. They've pulled one back. In the 65th minute. They moved that quickly once possession was won back. And slotted home. Ball over the top. Fofana's header picked off. And then just one pass, one shot. Keeper barely even moved. Well in, Ben Osborne. Fighting hard. Fighting very hard. Winning the ball back as we win the game. A particularly important 3 points for the league tally. For the morale of the players in the squad. We needed that more than you might imagine, actually. We'll go to the post-match press conference. Blah, blah, blah. Get your words up, Ches. And we will hopefully be able to boost morale a little bit more. I don't know why Junior Firpo's morale is so low. I don't know why. Ultimately, I don't know why anyone's morale is as low as it is, because quite frankly,
Thank you,
the side is one of the top 10 in the league, but certainly it's not massively impressive. I think we should be very happy with where we are right now. Yes, the form has wavered a little bit, but not so much so that everybody should be down in the doldrums and feeling like we're absolutely useless, because we're most certainly not. I think it's Sheffield Wednesday who we have next. Indeed we do. That's going to be the simmer. Fofana's up to 75 now. Lobato 77. Now that's huge for the upcoming January transfer window. As per the rules of the save, we can sign players that are as highly rated, or up to a rating of as high as any player at the beginning of a window. So say Lobato had grown to 77 during January, I still would have only been able to sign someone who was up to 76. But he's grown by up to 77 before the window, which is huge for us. Now then, can we go and get ourselves more points against Sheffield Wednesday? I'll bring a press conference question to you. This one coming from Tall Grill Jess, who actually was on the board in the last episode, and I think I forgot to shout those out, so apologies for that, Jess. It says, Cambridge United appears to have gained international fans. The signing and success of Kusini Yengi has generated some Australian support who stay up to watch Cambridge games. Will you seek to build this support base through signing more Australian players, or focus on fans closer to home? Once we're in the position to grow the brand, then yes, we can start to maybe build some support elsewhere. The way that you see some European sides occasionally sign a Japanese player to build that audience, etc. I'm not in that position yet. We certainly need to focus on just anyone who's good enough, who comes from any which country. That's the most important thing. When we're in a position to grow the brand and then look to financially burst onto the scene, then we will do perhaps something like that. But at the moment, I don't care whether you're Aussie or you're Bulgarian. If you're good enough, you're good enough. Everyone's fully fit for the game against Sheffield Wednesday, who are in terrible form. They are rock bottom of the table. Last time we looked, after 19 games, they hadn't won a single one. That is still the case. After 21 games, Sheffield Wednesday are winless. So you kind of know how this one's probably going to go, don't you? Thank the Lord it didn't. Cambridge 2. Junior Firpo gets another goal. Fofana set us on our way. 3 points for the Yellows. Blackburn responds to their defeat to us by beating Preston. Now we've got Sheffield United. We're up to 9th again. We're moving further and further towards the top half. We're now only 4 points off the playoff positions. And Hull are in January for us. It's Sheffield United next. And then West Bromwich Albion after that. It's not getting any easier. But we should be able to get the job done in these games, hopefully now. Sheffield United aren't as incredible as I feared they might be. Their front line is Angel Correa and Coita, so that is very good. But 74 rated midfield, 75 rated defence, including, of course, our former Jose Fontan. Maximiano in goal is going to be very good, though, annoyingly. But, I mean, it's not fear-inducing, is it? That Sheffield United side. Now watch me go and lose to it like 6 or 7-0. But we'll bring another press conference question to you. This one from Vapor Terra. Says, will there be any plans to bring in former players as guests to future big matches as Cambridge chase promotion and possible Premier League in the future? We're not selling out our ground at the moment. So if any former players would like to visit the club and have hospitality whilst we push for a victory, then maybe the good feeling, the goodwill feeling of having some former players back at the club could help spur those on the pitch to putting together the right results. Maybe you guys could come up with some scenarios that would see former players return. And the minute we have a former player returning, although he's still playing for Sheffield United here, Jose Fontan back at the Abbey. But who's going to come out on top? Maximiano's 81 in goal as well. Jaden Bogle at 78 and Austin Trusty at 78, their best defenders. I mean, I'm going to attack their right-hand side with Max Lowe and Reece Norrington-Davis. Jose Fontan, we obviously know all about. It's not incredible. It's not incredible. Their midfield rating was lowered by the 171 rated youth prospect, though. So there is some more talent in there than perhaps the 74 overall would suggest. But that front line at championship level is scary. And Coita is immediately putting the willies up my defenders, giving them all sorts of things to worry about. I'll have that back. I won't have that back. Jaden Bogle into the box. Kashin trying to slow things down. Junior Firpo's covering him positionally. It's Chris Dyer. He's dummied it. And it's gone out of play. Cheers, then. Into Linetti. Quickly looking for Lobato. And spread it to the right-hand side. Said it was this area of the pitch where they could be perhaps a little bit vulnerable. Sigurdsson looking for Fofana. Beats the defender. Oh, and who's there with the last-ditch tackle? None other than Jose Fontan, who didn't actually play a game with Fofana in competitive scenario. He might have played with him in pre-season, I'm not sure. Thank you. Nice ball through to Correa. Quickly to Coy to the first touch is superb. Cashin's trying to get there. The finish is as deadly as you would expect. Sheffield United 1, Cambridge United 0. The front two are just a class above. This one will find Linetti. Lobato's making runs. He's made a great run. Sigurdsson's there as well. Lobato tried to get it round the corner. Jose Fontan's in the way again. Showing exactly why we loved Jose Fontan last year, why he got signing of the season, and why Sheffield United were so interested in him at the beginning of this one. 2-0 Sheffield United. Their front two combine again. Bugger. Correa. Chris Dyer. Oh, it's just too good. Oh, that wasn't, though. That was horrendous. Coiter's quick, isn't he? Bloody hell. Just put the afterburners on there. Cash in. Don't you dare, ref. Oh, my God. Are you serious? What in the... I'll give up. Sometimes you just have to give up. 3-0 Sheffield United. What a farce. What an absolute joke. Kengo. Lovely ball through the gap, but you can tell by the groans of the crowd that it's not going to make it there. The stands have emptied here at the Abbey Stadium. The fans have had enough. So I would have liked to have seen them show a bit more support for the players here, considering the quality of the opposition. But unfortunately, it just wasn't to be here today. Sheffield United were a side that were potentially beatable, but in the end, those front two that were their best two players showed it. And that's exactly why Sheffield United are challenging where they are in the table so far this season. You can't win every week. We will learn from the setbacks. We're going to go into January knowing that we can come from being second best here to being better against other opponents later in the season. We've got morale actually coming back towards us now, which is good. We're going to have to make sure that people are fit as possible for the next game against West Bromwich Albion in just 2 days' time over the Christmas period. Boxing Day did not go well. Can the 28th go better? Before we go into the next one against West Bromwich Albion, then the final press conference question comes to you from Ben Bessemer, who says, Mr. Monk, Ben Bessemer from the ChesnoidGaming Network, with January around the corner and players departing, have you got any plans to dip into the market to strengthen so you can push for a successful second half of the 26-27 season? It's actually the 27-28 season as it happens right now. We're that far into the save already. But yes, we will be dipping into the transfer market. We've obviously sold Lasse Sørensen. We will be looking to replace him. We will be looking to improve in central midfield. We'll be looking to improve out wide. We'll be looking to improve up top. We'll be looking to improve everywhere that our finances will stretch to. Up next, though, we have top of the table West Bromwich. Oh, no, they're not top. They're fourth. A little bit of fatigue in the side over Christmas. I'm not going to say anything because I said about the Sheffield United side, oh, they might be beatable, and then they absolutely wiped the floor with me. But I do believe we can still go up. We're only 6 points or 5 points even off the playoff spots. And with so much of the season left to go, we're at the halfway mark basically now. We absolutely believe that we can get the job done. Let's just stay in the division by being patient, playing the right pass at the right time, and slower possession football. Get yourself out of the division by doing the same. Assume Linetti sends one defender absolutely gone. Fofana out to Sigurdsson. Down the line. We'll look to find Fofana here if he can. We'll take the corner. We'll see what we can do from the set piece. 20 minutes in here at the Hawthorns. It's Cambridge on the attack. Oh, brilliant save. Griffiths out quickly to Dennis. It just ended up floating towards him at the back post. You were just praying that he could turn it home. Almost exactly the same thing happened again there. Lobato will recover the loose ball. Try and keep the pressure on if we can. Here's Junior Firpo. Lobato going down the line. Lobato in a good position. That's a decent cross, but it's too close to the keeper. Challenge. Of course, it falls to West Brom man. And Swift through the gap. The run of luck continues. We got very lucky with the first goal of the episode, the way it went through the Blackburn man, but I've done a slide tackle there, won the ball, and then he's made a second contact on it, rather than just stand up next to it and run off with it. And as a result, John Swift's through, eventually, and we're 1-0 down. And that's West Brom's first chance of the whole game. We've been by far the better side in the opening half an hour, and of course, we are losing. Lobato with a nice spin. Fofana's making the run. Kicked it. Didn't go anywhere. Fofana's made the run again. Sigurdsson's making a run of his own. He's in. Sigurdsson! Equaliser! Fofana with the assist. Sigurdsson has not gotten many contributions this season, but he's gotten a very important one there. We are level at the Hawthorns. A dominant first half performance. Nearly 60% of the possession. 4 chances to their only goal. If we can put the same level of performance in this second half, then there are 3 points waiting for us here, surely. He is indeed going. And Fofana has indeed gone. The ball is not in the back of the net. It's a good block by the defender. Really have many other options there. Just let's try and force the shot through. Thank you. Come on, Makengo. Find Fofana. Fofana again! Blocked again. I didn't have the faith in Fofana's ability to turn there to play in Lobato, who made a very, very good run. It's going to come back to me here. Play it on the floor. That was meant for Fofana. Okay. Down the line. Here's Furlong. This is dangerous now. Oh, it's a lovely cutback. It's a shame about the finish. Brilliant football from West Brom. They don't get the reward for it. They aren't clinical in this occasion with only their second shot of the game. We are still continually the better side. I don't know what change to make at this point. I kind of want to keep all of the front four on and bring Schmodix on, to be completely honest. But Lobato's not going to get anything in there. None of my front four get anything in midfield. So we'll do Makengo for Osborne and hope that Ben can do the job. Everyone else, the whole side is playing really well. It's perhaps a little bit silly to make the change and disrupt the flow of the game, but we trust Ben Osborne. Well in, Lenetti. And a lovely turn as well, looking to set Emmanuel Dennis away, who could look to send Fofana away. Fode Fofana has to do better. Oh, you can't be serious! You can't be serious! Now we're in real trouble. Stassin. Fellows. Trips over it. Swift. And Carlin Grant. It was last minute against West Brom last time we played them. You've got to be kidding me! When the game doesn't want you to win or get a point, or when the game wants you to concede, that's what happens. You concede. That's just a fucking joke. Of course, again, last kick of the game, just as it was earlier in the season. And people, you wonder why people harp on about scripting. That sort of thing only seems to happen
time for just a few questions
in the 90th minute, doesn't it? 90 plus minute. Wasn't a mistake. I didn't do anything wrong. We weren't second best today. We were the better side. My man just falls over the goalkeeper with the goal gaping and the ball right there, and then their guy does that, and that happens. Right. Okay. sometimes I wonder why I even bother playing this game for a fucking job. Jesus Christ. 8 points to gap to the playoffs now, and the next game is against 6th placed Hull. So we absolutely have to win this next game at the beginning of this next episode. There are transfers to be made, transfers that need to be made between now and the next step, or between now and the end of the January transfer window, and we will look to make them. You're probably just as furious as I am at the way that happened. So, let's do better tomorrow, shall we? Or let's hope that the game doesn't fuck me tomorrow. Okay, good. Bye.